Hey guys, Maddie Line here. So it's been a while since my last sketchbook video, and I do want to make another one. But first, before I do that, I'm already halfway through my senior year, and so I thought what better way to commemorate that than to look through my old middle school art. Let's get started. Well, at least little me was motivational and my awful cruddy handwriting. Oh my god. This was an OC I came up with in 2011 that I named Hori. Very unfortunate name, but it was like on one of those name websites. It said it was fire in a different language. I can't remember what though, but it was like a little dragon cop. Oh, screw feet, I guess, because who has time to draw feet? But these all were before Hori. This is pre-Hori. This was Christopher Hart chibi book stuff. Vocaloid. Oh, all this Vocaloid. I'm just gonna go through this fairly fast because a lot of it's just the same pose for all these. Like there's nothing vibrant or interesting. Oh, but these were OCs. This was a redraw of that. You can tell because it's slightly larger. But I guess I de-evolved because I went for the whole hair over the eye technique that many young artists fall into. But I actually wouldn't mind redrawing this one day. Maybe just to prove how far I've come since my Christopher Hart chibi days. This was just a Pandora Hearts ripoff. I remember reading the manga and being like, I can do that too. A blatant ripoff of one of Vivzy Pop's old OCs, I think, named Vera. But because of her, I fell in love with that name. I actually don't even think I knew that was Vivzy Pop back then. I think I saw, like, she commissioned someone, and I saw that artist's commission. Oh, here's a really original idea. The elements, but as people. So you have the three primary ones. This one actually became a little OC for Grimora later on, but eventually got scrapped, so she was dead in the water anyway, I suppose. Element of death, of course. Ice. Heaven or light, and atoms. Jimmy Neutron. This was a yin yang OC, because I was original as hell back then. This is another one of those I redrew it a couple months later. It's slightly better, I guess. Like, it's not that pose. Though, my god, this hair. This was a little OC. I don't think she ever got a name, though. Oh, this is my actual first proper OC named Tink. God, she had a really weird story. I never did anything with it, but it was, like, set in Germany whenever the Berlin Wall was, whenever the Berlin Wall was a thing. Like, her dad was a scientist on the bad German side, which, yeah, I honestly can't remember this part of world history. I'm just gonna stop there before I offend anyone. But, so plot synopsis, though. Like, she snuck aboard one of the carrier planes that dropped off supplies to the people on the other side. And this girl appeared out of nowhere and is like, I'm a time traveler, and we need to help your dad because he's the one that invents time travel. And it's just, what? So, that's as far as it got, though. Also, that thigh gap, and those boobs, and everything. I don't know how old she was supposed to be, but, no. It's a funny story, actually. I got out of, the Chris Hart chibi drawing style. I went to cartooning, mainly because, I thought the eyes were too complex to draw. Yeah, I thought this was too hardcore, so I went for a cartoony style instead. Because I was like, this is easier. How things change. So on to this pile. Ooh, so exciting, serious. What we have here is a robot girl that I had for a story that actually was going to interconnect with Tink's story. Because back then I was super ambitious and I had an idea for like these 4 completely separate webcomics, but then it turned out they were all intertwined and was going to have this giant 5th webcomic with all the characters. But that was really unreasonable for like, it would probably be like 20 or 15 years of work. So that got scrapped. But yeah, there's a discount GLaDOS or Wheatley. This is one of those 4 webcomic ideas I had. And this was my first comic, as you can see. I even did a little kitty face. But so yeah, saying, oh please, I know there's no monsters aren't real, and there's a monster behind her. Wappa. Also, I love her boomerang hair, which I actually remember a friend calling it that, and I got super offended. My friend was right. Like, that is just boomerang hair. I don't even remember if this character ever got a name, but she was gonna be part of a monster hunting story. She's gonna be the wacky main lead who got sucked into it. And these were chibis of characters from those stories. I think I wanted that to be my little avatar for art whenever I experience the art world online. Weird little pom-poms on her hair. There's a little chibi Russia, because I was a weeaboo. This was supposed to be one of the antagonists for that monster hunting story, where it's just this fairy dick who liked candy, so he had to just like giant candy lollipop thing. That's as far as his character got. Two of those little robot girls, and there's that little monster creature from the first comic. Oh, edgy Homestuck art. I forgot this was in here. Oh my god, it's so edgy. Gamzee was my favorite, or like sober Gamzee was, because I'm just a sucker for edge boys. Ugh. So this was one of those webcomic things, and this one was set in basically like a discount Hogwarts, but it had elves instead of like wizard people. All this blank space. Oh my god. No faces. Moop shoes. Oh my god. Seriously. I don't know why you didn't want me to come here. The teachers are awesome, the food is great, and I made like 5 new friends. Oh, and the homework is super easy. I think it was only supposed to be like their first day here, so what a nerd doing their homework like 2 minutes out of class. So they're just wearing Converse, like I didn't know how to draw shoes. I guess. Oh yeah, how'd your magic class go? This place is amazing. Oh, I read that out of order. Oh, that. Well, the teacher said I had potential, even though, you know, I don't really have much magical ability at all. Oh, yeah, so this was like the protagonist and like her glum best friend. But she got somehow accepted to a magic school, but couldn't do magic at all. But she tried really hard, you know? Dose. What dose? That old geezer. Geezer! No. Oh my god. Also like his little like floating hair chip. I think I was a really big fan of Awkward Zombie at the time, so if the art style looks familiar, that's probably why. Thanks, Darren. Anytime, Ridley. Or Riley. Whichever one I was trying to go for. Just, oh, it's so bad. Where feet? Where legs? Oh my god. You don't want to be waiting for alchemy. Bye, Darren. Yeah, see ya. Then it turns out Darren had a secret. Or like, he knew something was stalking him. Oh yeah, Hori got repurposed for this story. That's Hori now. She was a bad egg, or like a bad little imp creature. Oh, there they are again. Oh, little edgelord. Look at her with her beads. Because it was like, they had magic beads. Oh, this was really old. This was, 2011. Wow. Pony. Disgusting. It's just a trace from, like, the actual official artwork, I think. Oh, there's Ridley or Riley, Darren, and I can't remember what this girl's name was, but she was just, like, the typical shy character. And these were, like, their spirit... their spirit animals. Darren was, like, a bird. I don't even know what type of bird, because it's shitty. She was a deer or lamb. And Riley... God, you probably can't even tell. It was supposed to be a lion cub. Oh my god. So, this was my take at, like, this one Homestuck song, which I can't remember the name, and I can't remember the artist, I'm sorry. Maybe if I find this stuff, I'll link it in the description for anyone who's curious. But yeah, so, like, it was really popular on Tumblr a long time ago, and it probably still is, but just, like, to just draw the entire song. So I did that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Justice is blind. Another one of those, like, characters for that comic with Ridley and Darren. It was like the species that was seen as like less than, like, not equal, so they raised like house elves from Harry Potter. Everything's just a Harry Potter comparison with this story. Like the only real difference was because like they're like average human height, as you can see. They just had like quills on their face. This was like the beginning of when we actually started with the ideas for Grimora, which is like the current story that I want to someday publish, and like all my attention's going to. But this character, at the time, was called like the Red Reaper, and it's just like in a discount Homestuck God tier outfit. That eventually became Morales, which I will put a picture up for comparison right here. So, boop. I was still really in the Homestuck at the time. Whenever like Mina and Aradia, like their timelines trolls were being released, so I wanted to like draw everyone, and as like the other trolls got released. I never went through with it, but this was whenever those two were the only ones, and I was just so excited. Okay, so this is like going in 8th grade now. Yeah, Thief King Bakura. And that's what my little icon was, just like a dead me. Oh, Mr. Thief King. Oh. Harley Quinn from the Batman anime series. Edge Boy. So I will reveal who that is in a bit. This is, oh, I don't know how this has got in the back. This is like the very first thing I ever actually drew. Like, I think I have it dated somewhere. Oh, no, just a warning to never throw it away. But yeah, this was like the first thing I ever actually drew. This is what started it all, guys. Then oh god. Okay, so time to reveal who the gray white-haired anime boy is. That was actually Calcimus, like his original version, which I'll put a picture up for comparison. He's just an asshole. And this is Bart's, who I'll also put a picture up for comparison. So yeah, this was just early Grimora art, and then more Thief King Bakura. Oh boy. Before this video gets super long, I have these little character card things that were for Grimora. That way it's like, at least it's like slightly more topical, I guess, because it's still characters that I have. This is like the first picture I ever actually did with Calcimus, I believe. Just a white-haired edge boy. And like he actually came from a dream. Made him as his own character, but it was like a weird fusion between like Yami Bakura and Gamzee. So yeah, he has weeaboo origins. Good job. This is like that water incarnate person who is a water nymph now named Maya, who got scrapped a few years ago. But yeah, these were all characters for Grimora. This was another redraw of Calcimus. You'll see these a lot. Like even back then, he was one of my favorites. This is a character who was like Bart's deceased adoptive mother named Alice. She was a stick and had shadow powers, characterized by black crude scribble. Oh, this is Sabrina. Yeah, she's my main OC for Grimora. But I will put up a picture for comparison because yeah, she went through a lot of changes. But also on the back of this, we have Vanity, who was like this demon that who possesses her in the story back then, but is no longer in the story anymore. And like her discount god tier robes again. But yeah, so like, oh god, these hands. And also black nail polish. What is this, Tokyo Ghoul? But yeah, she was like in this ring that Sabrina gets, and like she just randomly possesses her at any time. This is Sorry, back when she was a satyr with blue hair. Even though at the time Grimora was like a medieval set story, so I don't know how that worked. This is Sparts. Oh my god, he's so edgy. He has an evil scarf. Oh my god. He was a necromancer. And oh my god, it's so edgy. And also so white. Everyone was so white and sticks, actual sticks. This was Sari's scrap sister, Lyra. She was like a medicine person. This was Sari's baby brother, Mick. And this scary muscle man behind him was supposed to be Mick when he was grown up, because apparently he was like destined for great things. Also, how come Mick gets pants, but like Lyra and Sari don't? This is injustice. Maya again. This was like a few months down the line, so I redrew everything. This is Sabrina again. Oh my god, this hair. Like, if you actually look at my art now, like these weird little stick things are still there, but it's actually a bit more natural looking. When you say it like that, it sounds bad, but just believe me, and like look for anything that's like on the top of the head, I guess, that looks like this, or vaguely resembles, and you'll see what I'm talking about, hopefully. These hands, though. This boring character design, though. Oh, this was Alec. He's so white and... Sorry again. The little shiv instead of blue hair. Oh my god. Jeez. Okay, so this is Calcimus again. This is whenever he was going through, like, the little random and crazy phase. And also, like, his arm. Why? Also, that severed head became like a weird reoccurring thing for a couple of months. Why? Why? Sorry again with super thick goat legs. And then to top it all off, Edgy Calsmus again with his weird severed head thing with its weird hair. It's also just run, little girl. But yeah, so that's the end of that. Maybe I'll do another video going more into the horrors of this, but until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!